Welcome, guys, to another episode of Doing's Corner. On today's episode, we're going to be discussing the street girl lifestyle. There's a lot of conversations these days about, hookup, runs, and, the general street girl lifestyle. And, people pass a lot of judgments to this. And, say, why are they doing this? Call them all sort of names. But I personally feel like people get into this lifestyle for different reasons. And, I don't pass any judgment towards it because of this, because you just never know what people are going through. But today we have a very brave young lady. She's going to be talking to us about what it's like living this lifestyle, the challenges they face, and why they even get into this in the first place. So, thank you very much for coming.
Welcome, Doing.
Thank you. All right, please tell us your name and, your age and, anything to introduce yourself.
Yeah, good evening, viewers. My name is Bisola. I'm from Edo State, and I'm 35 years old.
Okay, Bisola, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
Please feel comfortable. If you want to speak Pidgin, if you want to speak English, whatever, any language that you're comfortable speaking. Okay, so can you confirm to us that you're into this hookup street girl lifestyle?
Yes, I'm into it.
Okay, can you tell us why, first of all? Like, why did you get into this?
Thank you. I got into it due to some circumstances, family issues, because I'm the first of 5 children. So I have 4 siblings that I'm supposed to take good care of. My mom, my dad, the average Nigerians that can just put food on the table and maybe clothes, any other thing. You should take care of that on your own. So that's what lured me to it, because I have a lot on me.
Okay, but I understand that, but some people might say, oh, why hook up? Why not get a job? Why not?
You.
Yeah, because there's so many jobs you can do to still
You.
provide for your loved ones.
Yeah, thank you.
So why this?
Actually, I went to an aviation school after my secondary school, which when I was supposed to do my IT, I had to go to an agency then at Race Course to go for my IT, and maybe they can retain me after the IT. So surprisingly, the man in charge of he's not the owner of the company. He's just in charge of it. He was telling me that if he can't sleep with me, I can't even do the IT there. Talk less of them retaining me. I went several places, and then it was not easy to get a job. Just like now, maybe you can search for job online and the rest of it. It was not easy. And I have a friend then when I was going for that course, the aviation course. She's an Igbo girl. So I now got to meet her back, like, I'm finding it hard to do my IT, no work, nothing. So just like, you see the fine as you go take do IT. Lock up, if you survive on your own, that's what most people are doing.
You're talking about hookup, right?
I'm talking about, like, you said, is there no other jobs?
Right.
That
but you said
do?
that she was saying this is what most people are doing.
That
what was
hookup. That hookup. She was referring to hookup. Like, if I'm into hookup already, that I wouldn't be finding it hard for him to just sleep with me and have the work. I was like, that kind of man, I don't even like that kind of a person. I can't do something with such person. That I would have preferred that hookup. That since there are a series of men that you go for what you want, that I would have preferred that. That was how I just got involved in it.
How long have you been into this lifestyle?
It's quite a long time.
Long time?
Yes. It's about 5-6 years now.
We need to go on a quick break. We have some adjustments to make, but we'll be back shortly. We're still on the topic of the realities of a Runz girl. So we're still sitting with Bisola, and she was telling us that she's been into this lifestyle for 6 years now. So Bisola, tell me this. So you said you've been into this lifestyle for 6 years now. So how do you operate? Because I understand that there are different types of hookup. There are people that just have like
Yes.
customers that they just call, and there are people that have to stand on the road, and all of that.
Yes.
So tell me, how do you operate?
Thank you. Like we go to clubs, we get to meet a guy or a client, but all we do is we try and make friend for that first time. So because we don't love going to clubs or hanging out on the road, because we were born and brought up in Lagos, and we don't want anybody of our relatives to see us on the road, so we are inside the club. When we make friend with them, they can always call you another time.
Okay, so it's not the
Hanging,
typical standing on the road.
no.
Okay.
Go to clubs, different.
So do
different
you not
types.
worry about like STDs, diseases that can be gotten from this lifestyle, or
Yes.
do you just feel like, you're under God's protection and that could never happen
Oh
to
no,
you?
we're worried. We protect ourselves too. We play safe.
What
Play
if you
safe.
what if you meet a client that says, I don't want to use a condom, I want, do things like that happen?
Yeah, it happens at times. They're like, hello babe, I don't want to use condom. I'll add to the money, or I'll make you fine if you. But it's at your own risk if you want it, if the person wants it.
Right.
But me, I can't, because even there's no how you are on street, you will still have a close friend among those your clients. You get me, that you're familiar with, that or maybe you're close to. You understand that you
Right.
can have such with, but not
Just anybody.
anybody, because you should be on the safe path on what you're doing. Being a Runz girl does not mean I'm doing this thing because I want to die in it.
Right.
You get me? You're doing it maybe temporarily, just for the meantime, just to gather up something. Yes.
I hear that a lot. I hear a lot of people say, I'm doing this temporarily, but then 6 years is quite a long time.
Yes, and I have
Yeah.
2 kids. You didn't ask me about that.
You have 2 kids.
Yes, I'm taking care of. And I'm happy to say it on here. My daughter just got an admission to Unilag.
Oh,
So that 6
congratulations to
years, I
her.
was just using the money to nurture all my children. So it's not as if maybe I wasted what I
The
saw.
money.
So,
Speaking about, you just mentioned that you have kids.
yes.
Are these kids from this
Different.
lifestyle or
No.
an actual relationship?
Yes.
So you were in a relationship at some
I was
point?
married.
Oh,
I was
okay.
married. But as time goes on, when I had my second daughter, the marriage broke up. I had to go back to my mom's place, my dad's house. Getting back to my dad's house, I have to go for that course. Let me start up something. Maybe I'll be doing something. So that was what led me to it.
So while you were married, you were not into this
No,
lifestyle
no,
at
no,
the
no,
time?
no.
And then your kids, are they aware of this?
No, they're not.
They're not. How do you manage to...
Sneak out at
Yeah,
night. Thank
exactly.
you. Thank you. I'm from a little bit learned family. So I used to tell them I go for this, what they call it. Let me say it in Yoruba, Olokpo. Like I have friends that do
Cooking.
cooking stuff.
Right.
So I used to tell them like, because mostly I go out on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So I just said, weekend, it's weekend though. I have work at Ishagam. I have work at, you understand,
Right.
just to have my way. You wouldn't sit them down and tell them you are going to club now.
Right.
So that's how.
I mean, you've spoken about diseases and, some clients say, no, I don't want to use a condom. But I feel like diseases are just one thing that we should be worried about in this lifestyle.
Yeah.
There's so many other things that can happen. There are a lot of ritualists. There are a lot of people that are just out to, they're coming under the quest of disguise of okay, I just want to sleep with you, I want to have a good time, but really they have other things. We see these things on social media all the time where this person
Rape,
kills this person.
They can even steal from you.
Stealing is even small. They kill. So do you ever get worried about, what if this happens? What if I happen to meet somebody that has very terrible plans? Do you worry about that at all?
Yes.
Have you ever experienced anything, scary while doing this?
Yeah, I had one bad experience like about 2 years ago. It was in Surulere. I went to a club in Surulere and I got to meet somebody that we went to his place. Getting to his place, this Runz thing is pay as you go, empty. You don't have sex and say later you pay. Before you have the sex, you have to pay. Because there might be confusion at the end of the day. Like I don't even enjoy you. That why am I paying you such
Right.
money? You get. So I was telling him, give me the money. What we concluded on, give me. He said, calm down. I want to go and pick my friend somewhere. When we are done, we'll still go to. He said, we'll go to Maryland. He wants to go and meet his friend at Maryland. Blah blah blah, and we had something already. And why I allowed him was that he looks mature,
Right.
but he was harmful. When we had the stuff, he now said we should drive down to Maryland. We now enter this car. Getting to Maryland, he just said something, maybe his tire burst or something. He came down. I was still in the car. So he was spending maybe he spent like 5 minutes. I just let me assist. Let me just go down, check what was wrong with the car with him. Getting down, I swear, he ran inside the car and zoom off. Yeah, he ran in and zoom off.
Wow. Just because he didn't want to
He
pay
didn't want to pay. And he took me from Surulere
to Maryland.
at about 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
Yes.
So how did you get out of that situation?
Luckily for me, it was close to that custom, I guess that custom office along that Maryland road. So those custom were going out on parade, I guess, because they are much on the hillocks. So they just saw me. I was like, because I was trying to stone and stop the car while he drove off. Like, Madam, what's that? What are you doing here at this time? I said, I was so shy to explain myself. But I just said, it's one chance. I dropped me there. Like, I one chance around 3 a.m. I just said, God, please, if you can help me out from here, help me. So that's how they now help me out to the main Maryland bus stop. I just find my way from there.
Did you ever hear back from him again after then?
I don't have his
Never.
number.
Oh,
I met him first
for the
that
first
day.
time.
I don't have his number.
So you've never experienced any like ritualist or anybody that's tried to like kidnap, but do things like this happen in this lifestyle? Because we hear about it a lot.
It does. It does. It does. It does. It does.
You mentioned that you normally have conversations with them like, oh, this is how much you're going to pay before you start, and then they pay before you people start. But how is this pricing done? Is it per round? Or is it just you look at the person and you just size them up, or you have a fixed price for this?
Yes, it's not per round. Because it's just like this. Maybe a guy comes to a club, walk up to a girl like, babe, can I have you for the night? When she call her price, it's not for the round. Each round, if you're talking about the one for each round, should be those ones living in hotel. All those roadside hotel, those ones. But this one is like they are paying for your service.
So it's
You bargain
based on
here.
negotiation.
Yes. So the round they are going for
Doesn't count. What's the
But the
average
round,
price?
okay.
No, the average price for this. Like, say I'm a customer. Say I'm a client now. What's the average price for like a night?
average like 30K.
30,000. Do you know why this baffles me? Because in this economy of today, 30,000 can do almost nothing.
Nothing. Yes.
So does it not make you feel like you are doing this for nothing?
At times, you weep at night like that now. Even when you're outside, you weep like, God, am I the only one on earth? Why will I be passing through such? Yes. Yes. That's why I said I'm not my is just to take care of my kids, so because they are girls, so they won't live a wayward life.
Right.
It's just to put them, because I'm not with their dad. It's not as if maybe I want to build a house with it, I want to buy a car with it or something. It's just like
Just to
daily,
get handouts.
yeah.
Instead of, I'm not
That.
trying to like find, I'm sure that you must have thought of other possible options, but wouldn't it be smarter to have, like you said, you have some clients that, they've already turned into your friend.
Yes.
Like, you people have like a good relationship going on.
Yes.
Why can't you build a type of, because I know that there are different types of hookup, right? There are people that have like long-term customers that, they just stick to those particular
Particular
customers.
person.
So isn't that safer than, going out
At
and meeting new
night,
people, yeah,
yes.
every time? So why haven't you?
That's why I love to make friends. That's why, because you can't. There's no child is foolish or dumb these days. You can't tell them this week you are going for cooking, next week too. You understand?
Right,
That's why
disrespect.
I make friends. So at least if I'm in need of anything during the week, I might just call down my friend like, what's up? What's happening? Where are you? You understand? I won't be going to the club. I'll be going from the house to go and see that my friend, and I'll go back home.
Right. How do you take care of diseases? You've never experienced anything like, because there are people that have sex one time and they catch like a terminal disease. There are people that do these things for years.
And they
Have you
won't.
ever had any experience with like, maybe a scary experience with like a disease or
No,
something?
no.
You've never.
Just normal infection like toilet disease and the rest of it. I've never experienced a chronic stuff.
So for you now, if your kids, when your kids are finally done with school, would you say that, you know what, I'm done with this lifestyle? I put my hands down. You're very
Even
sure.
for her to be in Unilag now, I put my hands down. I guess I tried.
You have tried.
I
You have
guess I've
tried.
tried for her, because she have other things that she does too that can help in in training her in school, and I'll assist too. So I guess I'm done.
You mentioned that you have 2 daughters. If one day, God forbid, you find out that one of your daughters is into this, how would you respond to that?
Actually, what you just said now, I would say the way you train your children matter most. The upbringing you give your children matter most. A child's lifestyle future depends on the mom. How the mom wants the life to be, that's how the child's life is going to be. Let me tell you, I wear nose ring, I pierce my hair. My children don't do that, and I would never allow it. Sure, you get.
Right. So you feel like you've raised them well enough that they will never
Yes,
go
I
into this
used to
lifestyle.
I used to call them and tell them something. I'm your mother. You're not the one looking for what I will eat now. I'm the one looking for what you guys are going to eat. And don't look at the way I'm searching for the food, or the way I bring the food on the table. Don't look at it. As a mother, I have to go helter skelter to bring that food. The way I bring the food does not matter. It's just me satisfying you and giving you that food at the right time.
Right.
That's what you should be after.
Okay, so you mentioned that upbringing is very important,
It's very,
right?
very
I agree
important.
with you. I agree with you to an extent, but you also grew up with your mom, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Would you say that your upbringing contributed to the lifestyle that you have right now?
Yes, I will say that because I'm a mother now.
So you
And
don't
I
think
knew if
that...
my mom had stopped me in some, I would have cautioned myself, like listen. If I wouldn't listen to anybody, I would listen to my
to your
mom.
mom. So you
But
feel
she
like she
was
didn't...
yeah, I was doing it. She didn't. She was supposed, like me now. I don't think my daughter can take a step. I said I have a grown up daughter. She can't sleep outside. I dare her if she's watching me now. She can't. She will be in serious soup. Dealt with. Because I saw those steps that I was taking. That, let's assume my mom was as harsh as I am, I would have been better. But she was like, kí ni màá ṣe? Bisola Bololo. Ah,
But do you believe that there are people that come from very strict households
yes,
that
they're still
still,
spoiled.
yes, stray away? So,
The best is that my strictness. I'm telling you that I pierced my ear, I pierced this, I pierced that. But my children did. Going to church, being closer to God. I might be on street. I used to tell my mom that stuff too. That it's not until I tie my scarf to cover my ear. I know my
you have a relationship with
yeah
God.
with God.
Speaking about that, I'm actually happy that you brought this up because I was just going to ask about your faith. Because there are a lot of people that, judge people that are into this lifestyle. They feel like,
They are gone.
yes,
It's
let's
finished for
castigate
them.
this person. You're going to hell. So you mentioning now that you have a good relationship with God, you go to
Yes.
church. Isn't that a bit conflicting with the lifestyle that you live? How are you
God
able to?
understand. There is no help. Do you know help is when you need a job. Somebody offer you a job. That's help. No help, no form of anything. And my children are supposed to be going to school. Are supposed to be living their normal life because my life is somehow. I will now have to stop my children too. No. But what I did was, God, I want to go into this. So, but these children, I'm delegating them to you. This thing I'm going to do is not my will. Help me. And since when I've been doing it, it's not as if maybe somebody is. I've been meeting friends. I have friends of 2 years, 3 years that I met from such that they are my good friend. I can call them like, please come and assist me. I want to do this for my daughter. I want to do this for this. And they will turn up without seeing me. So it has been God all through. It has been God.
All right. We're still on the topic of the realities of a Runz girl living in Nigeria. We're going to go on a quick break, but we'll be back shortly. Welcome back, guys. We're still on the realities of a Runz girl living in Nigeria. And we're still seated with Bisola talking about our experience living this lifestyle. So, there was something that came to mind while you were speaking. A lot of people are worried about, you're meeting strangers. You don't know anybody's intention at the end of the day. And there are people that feel they need to go the extra mile to fortify themselves, like maybe go to one baba somewhere to just make sure that they protect them, just for protection. Or some people even to maybe, let me meet a man that, will just marry me or take me out of this lifestyle. Have you ever thought about doing anything like this?
No.
Never. So you're not interested in any spiritual fortification, nothing like that. You already mentioned that you're a Christian, so you believe that God is taking care of you in that department. Okay, also I was going to ask about weird fetishes. I know that there are a lot of people that have very strange things that they like. Have you ever encountered any clients that will say, oh, maybe, I want you to lick my feet, or I want you to, anything strange at all, or I want you to eat poop, or I want, all these things that we hear. Have you ever experienced anything like that?
I've experienced it before. Like a matured man like that. He came around, just we talked, we negotiate. And getting to the hotel, he was telling me that I should pull for him.
You should what?
I should pull. He wants
Pool,
to,
like poop.
yeah, that he wants to eat it. I like, is that your favorite meal or what?
Oh my
What's that
goodness.
for? He said he loves me, that he likes me, that I should pull.
You should poop. He wants to eat it. Oh, wow. So did you do this?
How will I do it? Definitely you should know you want to kill me now. He's a ritualist.
So how did you get yourself out of
Out
this
of the
situation?
room,
Yeah.
thank you. Because we've already removed our clothes, like smooching and having, getting ready for the stuff. Like, baby. He was actually wanted to touch my ass. Oh, I was like, what was that? That he should touch. I should pee for him now, that I can have a lick. that I should just try and pull on his.
Oh Lord Jesus.
I was like, sir, I can't do this. So, and he has paid me. I said, I can't do this, sir. Please, can I go? Because I cannot even sleep under the same roof with him. I don't know what he might do if I sleep off. He was begging me that he was going to add to the money. That just that he likes me to the extent he wants to have a taste. So when I told him that I could not do that I want to be going that night. It was like, what was even night? It was already like 1 a.m. or 1:30. That I want to be going. He said I should return his money. I should refund the money. And I just gently refund the money and find my way.
And this
So
man is a Nigerian man, or is
a
he?
Yoruba black monkey man, like this black man, Yoruba man.
Wow.
That when he comes out at night, people used to hail him. He dashes money here and there. And so at times, those aunties that have been on streets before us, they will even be luring you to follow him. That he's a good man, or he's a this, he's a that. Oh. Since then, I used to see him, but suddenly I've not been seeing him again.
Oh wow.
These streets, a lot of things happen.
Okay. I was also going to ask about this. You know, a lot of people say, oh, girls are into runs, but I think it's a bit hypocritical because there are people that must be patronizing them for them to still be into it, right? But a lot of people believe that it is just men that patronize runs girls. Do you ever encounter female clients, like women that are into lesbianism and they want to?
Yes.
Have you ever experienced that before?
Yes.
Is that something that you engage in also?
They are friends now.
They are friends. What does that mean?
I said they are friends.
Is that something that you do?
No.
You don't.
I don't.
But there are people like there are women like that.
Yeah, you just make them your friend. You wouldn't run away from them. Yes, you will not run away from them. You make them your friend too.
There also
But you won't involve yourself in
Self in
such
that.
act because they jealous more than the men.
Really.
Yes. So you won't involve yourself. You just play along.
There are also some married couples that want to spice up their marriage. Just feel like, oh, they need a third party. Do you encounter things like that on the streets too?
Yes.
Do those ones typically pay more than the average, the normal guy? People that want like
Yes,
all those
because
extra
they
stuff.
need everything private. You get. They are going to be the one to secure the apartment or hotel. So they want everything safe. Do you get? So they will pay you more. They will satisfy you, make you happy, please you. So there won't be issues.
If you do this as a job, do you enjoy the actual sexual activity? Do you enjoy the sex? Or it's just like let me just do what I have to do?
That's it. And collect the money.
Does sex feel fun to you, like outside the job now? Have you ever had like an actual relationship where you feel like I'm in love with this guy?
Yes.
Have you had that while
Yes.
in this lifestyle?
Yes.
And is he aware of the life? Is he aware that you're into the lifestyle? Are you in a relationship currently?
Yes.
You are. Is he aware of the lifestyle?
Actually, I just met him, so
He's not aware yet.
yeah, but he's aware somehow. The street girl is somehow a street girl until she quits.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So, do you feel like at any point this might affect your relationship with this guy, or you just
If it
don't care?
affects, it's not made for me if it affects. Because I believe when you love somebody, you love them with their ups and downs. So if it affects the relationship is not for me. So let it.
What if he says, Bisola, I don't want you to do this anymore. I'm ready to take care of you. I'm ready. Anything you need,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
ready to
better.
provide
It's
it.
better.
Would you be willing to?
I would love that. I would love that.
If there's anybody, I have one last question. Now you have come out and you're on TV, you know, there are a lot of people that will be watching you. You'll probably be on social media too. Are you worried about how this might affect your daughter? because you have a grown-up child now. She's in school, you know, maybe her friends bullying her, oh, is that not your mom? Or maybe just she herself thinking, my mom doing, is this a source of concern to you at all?
As a mother, I'm concerned about that. But I know if she's watching me, I just want her to know that I'm a very strong hero. If they bully her at school, let her tell them that my mom did all that so that I will not be wayward. Her mates are around my area, pregnant. Some are not going to school. Some are dropout that are even staying with their mom and dad. So if they bully her, let her bully them back. That my mommy did all that all because of me. I did it for them because I don't want them to be wayward. I don't want them to be a spoiled child. I want them to have the best life that I never had. That was why I did all that. I can as well sit down at home and start pushing out to G boys or Yahoo boys here and there. You're going to meet here a small girl. Or maybe use her to break a relationship or a marriage. Or because maybe the guy has money, whatever. Even fortify her so that she will be there. But I didn't do that. I sacrificed myself, my body. No.
I understand this. I don't even want to go too deep into this because I'm sure that you're not happy about it yourself. So I don't want to go deep into it. I understand. And I understand the mother's love. I understand a woman wanting to do anything possible for their child. So there's no judgment passed. I hope you don't feel judged. And, I hope that help comes your way.
Amen.
And then the father of your kids, is he aware that you're currently into this lifestyle right now? And if
He's
he
not
wasn't,
taking care of them, so he don't. I don't think he
you don't
does not
care about his opinion.
So
Are you worried that he might come across this interview and maybe want
I'm
to take
not
his
worried.
kids away from you?
I'm not worried. I'm not.
Okay. If there's anybody watching you right now that is trying to get into this lifestyle, is there any advice that you have for them?
The advice I have for them is, if there's any other thing that you can do, please do it. Please do what? Do it. That's what I'm saying on here. That's why I never wanted my children to be wayward. I don't want them because I've been into it. I know what it is. So I don't mind sacrificing myself, my life for them, just to live well.
Right.
So my advice for the young ones, if you are going to school, face your studies. If you are learning work, keep it up. Whatsoever you're doing, please keep it up. But street girl, hook up, nothing. It's either they end up using you, and if they're not using you, the street life will tarnish your image. As in, it's because I had children before I might just, let's assume I started from my young age. I might just be at my age now. I wouldn't even have a 2-year-old girl or boy. Just because I had those kids before, that's why I have them as my kid. If you see any young girl on the street, you wouldn't even have time to marry. So my advice for you young ones, face whatsoever good thing you're doing, and God will bless it for you guys.
Amen.
Out there.
And then I have one last question before we wrap up. There are people that say that not everybody that is into this lifestyle is into the lifestyle for survival. There are people that are into the lifestyle because they just enjoy promiscuity. They just enjoy sleeping around. Are there people like that on the street? Or is it that everybody that you've encountered, they just need help?
There are people like that, that you even see on street, that you, being a street girl, you feel maybe they are better than you, like, and even being on street, you see them, they have serious relationship. I'm telling you, when they come out at night, their boyfriend will be driving and be looking here and there for them, a good guy. Then me now sitting on my own, like, why is this girl doing like this now? If I even have somebody like this guy, what am I looking for? So it's like that. You're right, it's like that. Some girls just do it because they want to every day.
Thank
Like
you
that.
so much, Bisola. Thank you. You're very brave because it's not easy at all to put your face out there and share your story. But I love that you're doing this because, there are a lot of people that might have wanted to get into this, but they would watch this interview and just, listen to the advice that you've given to them.
Yes.
Or the people that are currently even into it and they're just like, you know what, I don't want this to be my story. I don't want to continue with this. So I really applaud you for being able to put your face out there to say this. And I hope that you get help. I hope that one day you are able to look back and, just thank God because you now live a completely different lifestyle
Yeah.
and you no longer have to do this. I hope so for you and I pray so for you in Jesus' name.
Thank you, amen.
All right. So, guys, we've come to the end of this episode. I hope that you've learned one thing or the other. I hope that you're not passing any judgments because we don't know anybody's story. We don't know why people do things that they do. It's not good for us to just look at people and just judge. So, on that note, we're closing tonight's episode, and I will see you same time next week. Goodbye.